Guru Nanak says, whatever kind of seed is sown in a field, prepared in due season, a plant of that same kind, marked with the peculiar qualities of the seed, springs up in it. Now, this is really the essence of karma. This is really a very simple yet beautiful way of expressing something immensely deep, something immensely ancient, rooted in our understanding through Vedanta, but seldom applied in our own life. You see, it reaches to the very deepest realms of our inner consciousness. This idea that we are ultimately responsible for the kind of fruition that our life comes to. The seed has been given to us, but it is up to us whether we are able to meet the potential of that seed. And this is, in fact, according a great dignity to man, to the individual, the very idea that it is up to you, not up to some vague divine power, but no, you have the responsibility ultimately for what kind of potential realization you come to, for what kind of value you are in the world. It is an immensely powerful statement. It says that through your unconditional sense of will, through your unconditional sense of celebration in life, through your unconditional giving of yourself, sharing the best that you have within you, which is the seed of you, comes about the goodness of energy in the world which you want to express. The expression of energy within your life is up to you. How much depth you want it to have, how much you want to penetrate into the possibility of your own potential. You see, the seed has been used in Indian mysticism as a very, very important metaphor for that divinity which we carry within ourselves. And this metaphor of the seed is used not only in India, but in spiritual mystical traditions around the world. So Jesus uses the example of the mustard seed. And you know, at a very deep level, a person like Jesus and a person like Guru Nanak are very deeply joined together. Their language is almost the same. It is very simple. Like Jesus, Guru Nanak was teaching simple people. People who were not so invested in concepts of Vedanta. People who were actually very innocent in their minds. He was not preaching to high-minded intellectuals and so on. No. Yet he was preaching to people with immensely high energy of receptivity. People who were very fresh and innocent in their mind. And he was putting the seed into them that don't worry. Don't think that everything happens because of an unknown power. And this was the problem which was plaguing India for thousands of years. People had come to a feeling that no matter what they do in this life, it is pointless because eventually some other power is deciding for us how the fruit of our life will be, how the potential realization of our life will be. But Guru Nanak puts the onus back on the individual. He says, no, it is up to you. The seed you plant is the fruit you get. Therefore, plant your seed well. Remember that your ability to plant the seed is connected directly to the results which you want in your life. Your impulses have their repercussions. It's like throwing a small stone into a lake. It creates ripples. Just so every act of ours creates a vibration. Every act of ours creates karma. Every act of ours creates either fulfillment or frustration. So don't exhaust your energy in getting worried unnecessarily. Don't exhaust your energy by getting disturbed of what will happen today or tomorrow. Concentrate on your present moment action. Concentrate on your present moment thought impulse. Then spontaneously something valuable will arise in your life. So in this way, Guru Nanak really simplifies the whole concept of karma. You see, the problem with us as human beings is that the idea keeps revolving in our mind that we are weak. Somehow we are helpless. But a person like Nanak Ji comes and fills us with strength, telling us once again that it's perfectly within our own hands whether to be blissful or not, whether to be joyful or not, whether to be fulfilled or not. Yes, circumstances, luck, fate, etc., of course have their play. The universe is large. Things can happen to us. Nature has its own way of delivering its unexpected actions. But you don't have to worry about it. Simply recognize that within you is power enough to plant a seed for the fulfillment of your own life. And let this become a reality in your life. Let this become your very attitude. Your very lifestyle should reflect this sense of responsibility that what I am doing will lead to certain repercussions. Then only do you act with certain responsibility. Then only do you act with the entirety of your energy. And eventually, what is yoga? Yoga is the action of doing things with a sense that you are conscious of its repercussions. It is a conscious way of acting. It is a mindful way of acting. So in other words, Guru Nanak is teaching mindfulness. Else, religion often teaches mindlessness. Just be ecstatic in your devotion and everything else will happen. But Guru Nanak is saying that your results of your life, the results of your existence itself is based on how healthy your planting of the seed is done. If that is done with a sense of care, with a sense of nourishment, with a sense of nurturing with love, empathy, compassion, and so on, then something noble will come out of your life. The plant will give birth to very fragrant flowers. The plant will give birth to very sweet fruit. So it is a question of your inner grace. It is not just a question of outer grace, of an unknown, indefinable entity you may call God. So in that way, the entire Sikh religion is based upon seva, is based upon doing good to the world. And it stems from these basic precepts of Guru Nanak. How we act in the world is what we experience in the future. Act with nobility towards others, and your entire existence will become noble. The journey of your soul itself becomes noble. Once you understand this, then you live your life not only for yourself, but you live your life for others also. And in a way, living life for others takes you away from your self-consciousness. It makes you act with more dynamism. You see, the mystic Rudolf Steiner used to say that the best way to live your life is to live it for others. And in a way it is right, because when you live for yourself, your impulses sometimes become very small. When you live for others, your impulses become larger. You act with more nobility, knowing that what you are doing has repercussions in a much broader way. It has repercussions for society. It has repercussions for family. It has repercussions for your own spiritual destiny. And then you find yourself filled with a tremendously valuable courage. All negativity goes, because now you feel that your life is of tremendous importance. What you do has value in the world. And when you realize that what you do has value in the world, you become immensely confident at a very root level. And that is the very secret of transformation. But this understanding requires an innocence of heart and mind, a wonder, a sense of experiencing life in a broader vista, knowing that what you do today is all that really matters. Forget about what you have to do tomorrow. Do what you have to do now in the moment, and the next moment will take care of itself.